Yeah, interesting update coming in there because last time itself we had seen that they had trimmed position in some of the private banking names. They have again done that. They have reduced positions on the likes of ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank and Axis Bank. And what they have added is on the screen for you. That's GMR Airports. So that's been added on the long-only portfolio side with a 4% weightage. And that comes, as I said, in lieu of ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank as well as Axis Bank. GMR Airports has had a lot of tailwinds. Just a couple of days ago, I should remember we were speaking about, with respect to Jefferies coming out with a note, the management meeting the investors in New York and talking about how the traffic is expected to go up. The expansion is happening at a couple of their airports. That's expected to give a fillip to the entire traffic as well. They're looking at increasing their non-aero revenues. Overall structure is something that they've simplified to a great extent. Debt, which was a worry, is now at very comfortable levels. And they're also hopeful of more privatization and more opportunities coming up. Recently, the merger, which was due, also got, approved. So a lot of tailwinds working out for GMR Airports. Jefferies had a target price of around 100, and now a thumbs up coming in from Greed and Fears, Chris Wood's Greed and Fear as well, with that getting added to their portfolio.
See, typically Chris adds stocks which are long haul stocks. I mean, he never adds stocks which in a sense will have a price target or which will be more like a short term trade. I mean, I like to remind our viewers that Chris Wood in 2005 spoke about real estate stocks. 2005, yes sir, I'm taking the clock back almost 20 years, and then he got it right. He's been a big votary of why you should buy, for example, private banks for many years now, and he's really got it right. Again, post-COVID, one of the first one who went bullish on real estate, and one of the first one who actually was bullish on Zomato at 55 to 60 rupees. I distinctly remember he was in our office and he gave us the logic there. So what typically Chris does is that he looks at India, long-term trends, blends them, looks at reasonable valuations or fair valuations, and then puts them in as a portfolio. So if you're really looking at GMR Airport from CLSA's Chris Wood's view, I think it is more like a bet which I think is taken on infrastructure, of which he believes that is a sector which will continue to grow. The logic is very simple. More and more Indians will be using airports. Every time you go to an airport, you actually are giving a toll to the airport contractor or the operator in this case. There is more and more shopping experience, there is more and more food experience. So there's an airport economy which is getting created. And we've seen that globally also. If you look at the airport stocks, whichever were listed part of the world, they've been not massive wealth creators, but they've been decent compounders.